All right, and we are live. I apologize to everybody for the delay, but here we are. You've got me, and you have got the legendary Miguel A. Nunez Jr. with me tonight. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule. I know you're a busy man, so I appreciate your time.
No doubt about it.
Well, let's go ahead and let's dive right into it, man. 1985 was a big year for you. Two movies, both of them big horror films: Return of the Living Dead and Friday the 13th: A New Beginning. Which one of those did you shoot first?
To this day, I don't remember.
Okay, I according to IMDb, it's Friday the 13th: A New Beginning. So is it okay if we talk about that one first?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. What was the well, had you seen any of the Friday the 13th films prior to A New Beginning?
I had seen them all, but I had ran away so to come to Hollywood to be an actor. But I wasn't like it wasn't a big thing. I didn't really when I got it, it was more so I got a horror movie.
Right.
It wasn't like, hey, I got a Friday the 13th. No, it was just I got a horror movie. That's all I thought I was doing.
Well, and you've got a really interesting background. I mean, you ran away from home. You were living in North Carolina. You ran away from home to come out to Los Angeles to live your dream of being a movie star. This was your first gig, and you were actually homeless at the time. Is that correct?
Yes.
What was the audition process like for when you? And I know A New Beginning wasn't your first gig, but what was how was auditioning as someone who is homeless? How what was
I
that process?
well to me, I mean, you're saying how is it auditioning homeless versus it was the same thing, except for me, it was more about hope and it was just an audition. It was another step toward getting what I was came here to do. That's all I saw it as. Period.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you've certainly come a long way. And I mean, literally. I mean, it's a rags to riches story, and I think it's really an incredibly inspirational story at that. Um,
Sorry.
there we go. We got you. We got you. But yeah, I was just saying, I think it's a really inspirational story of, I mean, literally a rags to riches kind of story. So um, I can't imagine the kind of determination that you had to make it.
I didn't. I didn't even. To me, when I was going through it, it was hard. But and it wasn't until later that I realized how truly hard and incredible that it really was to
Yeah.
and what I had done.
Yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom or inspirational words for anybody who may be in a
Yes,
similar situation?
never, ever, ever, ever give up. Never say or let anybody sway you into believing what they think you are capable of doing. My entire career, my entire life, when I thought about from a little town called Wilson, North Carolina, every single person in my entire life said to me, there is no way possible that you can make it as an actor. It is impossible. You're ugly, you're black, you're poor, you're living on this little farm in North Carolina. When I got to California, you're poor, you're living on the streets. Every single thing. There's actors in New York and actors in schools and colleges. They got agents and managers. They're already in Hollywood. They got lawyers and managers. They're going to acting school. How is it humanly possible your skinny little butt going to get ahead of them? Which sounds like an insurmountable task with what they just said. Every time they said that, it went in one ear and went out the other. Because I knew in my heart, I don't care what you say, I don't care how hard it is, I don't care how tough it's gonna be, I'm gonna do it. Whatever that is, it takes to do it, that's what I'm gonna do. And so how can I not make it? And that was my attitude. And your attitude should be the same thing. Don't let anybody tell you, because a lot of times when I was going downtown and waking up every night with lice and had to go to the Union Rescue Mission, you get sprayed with poison so the lice would die. When I was going through all of that, I always believed that I could do it, no matter what I was going through. I didn't let anybody, because what happened is the stuff that I went through, if I had gone there thinking I could have been an actor, hoping that I would become an actor, looking for somebody to help me do this and help me do that to become an actor, looking for an easy way or easy path. And then those are the things that I actually experienced when I got here, and the toughness and the hard and not eating for so long and selling my blood plasma. Those are the things that make the people who think they want to be an actor want to be an actor. Somebody told them they want to be an actor. So all of that kind of stuff, those are the things that make them turn around and go home. The type of person when you go and you going through it, I don't care. I know it's gonna happen. I knew it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. It's what I really want, and I know it. That's what made me keep going. That's not made me just keep enduring it. And when you truly 100% believe with every fiber of your being that I'm going to do this, I'm going to accomplish this, I promise you there is nothing and no one who can stop you from doing that. And never take no for an answer. I always found another way. I was an incident once, and when I first got there, because I talked like this, because I was from North Carolina. And I told my friends, I want to go to the Universal Studio, and I want to walk around inside and walk around on the stages and just look at and see how they do it so I can learn. And they said, man, you shut up, you stupid, you skin. They ain't gonna let you in there like that. They ain't gonna let you walk in the studios like this. What do you mean they ain't gonna let me? Went to the Universal Studio, my little skinny butt. I was, hi, my name is Michael Nunez. I'm from 640 Cemetery Street, and I said all this stuff, and I want to be an actor. And I said, can I come in? The guy goes, man, get your little skinny butt out of here. You can't come in here. You can't, right? I walked away, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. He said, they're not going to let you. He said, I can't. Okay. So I went back downtown, sold my blood plasma, and saved up enough money. I took the Universal Studio tour. I get on the tram, and there's a part of the tour where they all tell you, get off the tram and everybody go over here. And now we're going to go in this building right behind you, and we're going to see how they do TV shows and movies. So everybody come this way, come this way, come this way, come this way, come this way. And while they were all coming this way, coming this way, coming this way, I went that way, went that way, went that way. And I went around to all the stages. You can't do that now, but back then they didn't have no security, and I just went the other way. And I spent the whole day going through all the stages, going in the back, sitting at the top, watching them shoot everything, just looking, kept my mouth shut, and just learn. And in the end of the day, I went back and got to another tram, went on and rode it out, and then went back home. He told me I couldn't do it. He told me they wouldn't let me do it, but I did it.
You did it, right?
I did it. You cannot. You got to find a way, and don't look for excuses. More people lose their dreams and because they fall back on the crutch of I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I can't do that. I could have done that forever. I ain't got no way to get to California. I don't know where to live. I ain't got no way to eat. How am I gonna get a job? I could have done that the whole time. Sometimes you gotta step out on faith. I made 3 bologna sandwiches and when I got to California, I had like $2-3 left in my pocket. I wouldn't advise you to do that, but nobody do what I did. But like I said, in my heart, I knew. And if you put it in your heart and you put it in your mind that you're going to do something, and don't give up. Never give up. If you never give up, you can never fail. You just die trying. And remember this, you don't have to be great to get started at, but you got to get started to be great at anything.
Right. Beautiful words. Very, very well said. Very well said. Let's talk about A New Beginning. I love your character in A New Beginning. To me, Friday the 13th, A New Beginning has the most colorful, memorable characters of any of the movies in that series. And you portrayed one of my favorite characters. I actually had a one-of-a-kind demon figure created because
Oh wow, send me that.
because I love the character so much. He comes with 3 rolls of toilet paper and enchiladas.
No way. I
Yes,
want
sir.
one of those.
I'll get in touch with the guy and see if he'll make you one. But yeah,
I definitely want one.
yeah. So that's how much I love the character. So, um, when you were on the set, some of the actors who worked on A New Beginning, they claim to have had a difficult time working with the late director Danny Steinman. What was your experience working with Danny Steinman?
I every time we go to these events, I can never add to any of those. I had no problems whatsoever on that one, on Return of the Limit, nothing. I was just this way. I was just happy. Maybe they were going through it and they'd been, seasoned and they knew about it. I didn't know anything. It was a job. All I knew is yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I just came from North Carolina. Everything, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I'll do this, yes, sir. If he would have told me, can you take all the trash out right after everybody finished shooting, I would have been, yes, sir, yes, sir. I wouldn't even have known. So I don't know anything about it. Every time I go and I hear all these stories, I'm like, wow, that was going on. Oh, wow, that was going on. I didn't even know any of this stuff was going on around me.
Was there any, coming from where you had come from, now being on the set of a movie with, bright lights and craft services and all these people, were you just kind of like in awe of what was going on?
Absolutely, 100%. Always. And you remember, I used to eat. My first break came once because they were shooting Jumping Jack Flash downtown LA on the streets. And I was homeless and I was stealing stealing food off of all of their food truck. So I kept going and once they were like, get out of your shoe. And I looked really, really bad at the time. And Joel Silver, who was a great producer friend, great guy. He was like, no. Leave him alone, let him eat. And I told him I was gonna come here to be an actor. All right. And he goes, you know what? And then if you ever watch Jumping Jack Flash, there's a scene where Whoopi Goldberg gets dressed and she's walking down the street to go meet Jumping Jack Flash for the first time. And you're going to see a skinny little homeless looking kid walking to him going, hey, baby, what's going on? And she's going to get out of here. That was me. He gave me that role.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Was the ooh baby, was that in the script?
No. No, I was just sitting there and I just thought it'd be funny if he sang. I actually sang sitting on the dock of the bay, and then they came in and stopped and said, no, you can't sing the song that's recognizable. We had to pay for it. You got to make up something.
So you and the actress who was your girlfriend just sort of ad-libbed the whole ooh baby, hey baby, ooh baby?
She didn't. Yeah, I mean, I just made that up right there in the toilet. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Take us back to that night. What was it like shooting your infamous scene in A New Beginning?
It was freezing. It was freezing. The only thing I can tell you, and I remember it so clearly, was I was so excited. I'm acting, how these people in front of me, all these cameras, and it was like cameras and people, and they was like, okay, you got to do this. Okay, yeah, okay. And then they're gonna put the thing, and he's gonna be shooting the first side, and you're gonna be screaming. So I was like, yeah, all the tears and all that stuff. I just wanted so much to do exactly how I always wanted to do it. How I see them in a horror movie when they're there. I was just doing all of that, and it was hella fun.
Even dying on film was pretty fun, right?
Yeah, it was.
Did you gloat to any other people who told you, "Oh, you'll never make it. You'll never be in a movie."
Never. Because every single one of them, you know what they say? I knew you were gonna make it. I knew you had it in you. I knew everybody saying that. That's what everybody says.
Yeah, I knew you'd make it. Can you spare $5?
I knew you were gonna this, and hey, maybe they did, but they never told me.
they knew. They just didn't want you to get a big head, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, what did you think of the when you saw the finished film? What did you think of the finished film?
Oh, I loved it. I mean, I loved it. I thought I was just in a movie. I was in a real bona fide movie. Then I kind of realized what it was because everybody was saying, man, it's Friday 13th. And then I started saying, what? Really? That's big? Yeah, okay.
It had to be, I mean, seeing yourself on the big screen again, it had to be one of those moments where, like, not necessarily maybe that you made it, but that all of the hard times that you went through, now you're looking at yourself on the big screen. You're in a big movie. You know, it had to feel like you'd accomplished something, right?
I never felt that once.
Hmm.
Everything I saw was okay. I knew it. It was a step to where I knew there was more. I just knew I knew every job. Everybody would say, "How do you feel to be that?" Every job to me was all right, and I saw it. Okay, good. Every other actor was gloating and everything about it, and everything it meant, and all the things it could do for. I didn't know any of that. You got to remember. Mm-hmm. So while they were basking, and I'm sitting there looking. I had no clue. They was basking in the possibilities of what this might. Oh yeah, it's a big movie, and it could. I didn't know any of that. It could do any of that. To me, I was like, okay, next. All right, now I got to work to get the next one because I knew where I was gonna go. I knew there was a next one. I knew there was more, and I was just on to the next one. I never seriously realized the impact or even contemplated the impact of anything I ever did. I looked at everything as an amazing, wonderful experience, each job, each time.
And one was a stepping stone to another, to another, to another.
Correct.
Awesome. How did Return of the Living Dead come along?
It was just an audition. I had an agent by then and just got an audition for it. It's another horror movie. And I was like, okay, all right, let's go. And I went in and killed it. Dan O'Bannon came out and started talking to me right after he liked what I did, and that was the end of that.
This is another one. The set of that movie has been described as a quote unquote war zone. Did you notice were you privy to any wartime atrocities on that set?
Only thing, one time, Clue Gallagher and Dan got into an argument about something, but I thought those two grown men talking and fighting about something, and I just left out of the room. That's all I saw. Everybody else saw it as a director, an actor. This is stuff I learned later. As a matter of fact, I'm sure if you ever been to one of our shows, every time it shocks me, all the stuff that I heard that was going on. I mean, even that Dan had parties and the other actors went. Ain't nobody ever invited me to a party once. Well, I probably didn't have a phone number back then, but I didn't know any of that stuff was going on. Every day was a great, amazing day at work. I see y'all tomorrow. And come back tomorrow. Hey, all that stuff. Maybe they didn't invite me or tell me about it. I kept it away from me, but I didn't know any of that shit was going on.
What was Dan O'Bannon like to work for?
To me, he was one of the nicest. He always laughed, smiled. He was open to anything I wanted to do and try. Just do it. He was just a nice, fun guy to me.
Linnea Quigley has said that you kept her laughing the entire time while making Return of the Living Dead. Any funny stories or memories from making that film that you can share?
I can't think. It was all fun, man. Every day, every minute of it was fun. I think the only thing I can remember was we hated the rain, all of the rain. And we was in the back of that car and they had the rain machines on full. And remember that little thing? He pulled that little thing and it came all down on Scuz's face and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrific. And then we get soaking wet. That's the only thing I can remember. Everything else was just so much fun.
I
didn't know how to complain.
I bet you're going to remember this. Speaking of Miss Quigley, let's talk about the night of her infamous striptease.
I was shocked, bro. I was like, when I was going, yeah. At the time, I was like, she can really do this in a movie? And she just took her clothes off and she just went for it, baby. She had no inhibitions. That's why I love Linnea. She had the body of life and she just went for it. It was that. And when you notice in the movie, from that point on, the rest of the movie, I was dragging her, holding her hand. Notice in the beginning, I didn't hold her hand once. So after she got naked, for some reason, everybody I was running with her, holding her hand. But that was none of that in the beginning.
You had front row seats for that striptease.
Oh, it was great. It was
great. Man, that had to be. Listen, if I were you, I would have flubbed. I would have purposefully made some mistakes to make that go a little bit long.
Dan made me he made me do that again because I did it. And he was like, yeah, no, you got to do it big. I I just remember that part. But anyway, yeah, that was an experience.
Were you at all intimidated to be on a set with, really seasoned actors like Clu Gallagher and James Karen?
Not at all. Not at all. None. I didn't know anything about that either. I didn't know anything about that either. I could have been Robert De Niro, could have been anybody. I'd be like, let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. I don't care if it was a big dramatic scene. It could have been a Charlton Heston, anybody you name the biggest actor in the Britain. I would be like, let's go. I'd have been ready. And I promise you, I would have hung right in there with him.
Well, and you did. You definitely hung in there with them. Even though, I mean, you were still new to the game. I mean, your performance is really intense. And, when Don Calfa slaps you, I understand he didn't hold back.
He sure the hell didn't. I wanted to fight him after the end, but they broke us up. But anyway.
Well, oh my goodness.
The hell out of me, bro.
Was this the movie that helped you kind of get off the street and into
every one of them was. Every one of them was. Every one of them helped me get. Every one of these movies helped me. Every single one. And just like you said, in psychologically, even if I wasn't thinking about, the impact of each one, like I said, I know it helped because, it got me on the streets and all of that. But outside of that, it gave me the confidence that I knew that I was right. Every little bit of, and you don't have to. I didn't look for anybody for any. Hey, good job, any job. I didn't look for any of that. My pat on the back would be, like you said, when I saw it on the screen. That was my pat on the back. That's the only pat on the back I needed. That's the only affirmation I needed from anybody. And, I'm not worried about it. I've done all of this in my family. All of these things we bombard ourselves with. I just shake it off and keep it rolling.
Well, and just with these two movies, I mean, you're kind of horror royalty. What's it like going to the conventions and getting to meet fans, face to face who love these movies?
I'm glad you asked the question because you don't know the impact you're going to have with these films that you do throughout your career. Mm-hmm. But these Friday the 13th and these Living Dead fans are absolutely freaking amazing. We just did one in Pittsburgh. It was the biggest one I think. Look, Pittsburgh, it was the biggest one I've ever been to so far. And it was amazing. These people come from all over. They know about it. They really into the story, so they ain't faking. They real. They know it, and they're so happy to meet you. And I love doing them, just for the fans.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I'm getting ready to start a website so I can put all of my photos, and I'm going to get together a lot of my quotes and stuff. And I'm making some merchandise, so it'll be on my website soon.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool. Yeah, awesome. In '89, you appeared in Harlem Nights, directed by and starring Eddie Murphy. What was it like to work with Eddie as a director and as an actor?
Oh no, he was a good friend of mine, so I never really looked at it like, oh, Eddie Murphy. I was never one of those because we were friends before we ever worked together. And back then, I met so many stars coming up. I never had that ever once.
Isn't it true that he's?
Go ahead.
Isn't it true that he saw you in Return of the Living Dead?
Oh yeah, he saw that. He was the first one that said he actually. No one had to tell him that Don Calfa slapped me for real. He knew that immediately. Which I don't understand how he knew.
He's an actor. He knows what the real stuff. You know what I mean?
I got to take my daughter, man, somewhere. But anyway, let's go. I got about 2 more minutes.
All right. Well,
can we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure.
We can do it again too, though. We can do this again as well.
Well, why don't let's talk about what you've got going, what's going on now? What
right
project
now? I'm on a TV show called Family Business. It's on BET and BET Plus. If you download the BET Plus app, you can binge watch the last 2 seasons. Our 3rd season starts in September, October coming up. It's a drama, and I'm on that show right now. I play a lawyer, and we're a serious family. It's like Empire, but on steroids. And, Carl Weber's an incredible writer. Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters. He plays the matriarch of this family. And I'm the lawyer. and we don't take no's. So you need to check it out.
Oh, very cool. And you're on Cameo, of course. Everybody, yeah, everybody keep an eye, look up Miguel on Cameo. Everybody here, I'm sure, has saw the cameo that you did for my birthday, which was fantastic. So
Yeah.
thank you again for that.
My pleasure,
And,
brother.
a lot of people in the chat are asking for a book. You need to write a book, man.
I'm about to do that. As a matter of fact, I am about to do that. That's exactly right. I really started. It's called My Incredible Journey, and I should have it finished probably by the end of the year, though.
Awesome. That's very cool. All right, Miguel. Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, man. And,
all right, and let's do this again real soon because I don't feel like we had long enough. I'll do it. Call you back and we'll do it again.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right, brother.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Peace out. All right.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right, guys. That's all that we could. That's all the time we had with Miguel for tonight. So, yeah. What'd you guys think? Maybe this is only part one of the. It'll be an ongoing conversation with Miguel. What do you guys think? Yeah. So I didn't mention anything about a Q&A. We'll do that in the future sometime. So hold on to those questions for in the future. Miguel is he's a busy man, but I'm appreciative that he gave us the time that he did give us tonight. And yeah, we'll have to catch up with him in the future. Short but sweet. There you go. And very inspirational. Yes, very, very inspirational. Rags to riches kind of story. So I love his energy. He's awesome. Yeah, right on. Yeah. Nico, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, my friend. Jilly, thank you for the $10 Canadian super chat. I appreciate that. Those damn enchiladas. Yes, Demon is my favorite side character. So many great characters in A New Beginning. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, it's Steak Sauce's birthday today. So happy birthday, Steak Sauce. Hope you have a great one, buddy. Yep, we got to talk to him for a little bit. So that's cool. Yeah. And we'll do it again. Miguel will call me and we'll schedule something else in the near future, and we'll pick up where we left off, or maybe I'll have some more questions to ask him about A New Beginning or Return of the Living Dead. I don't know. We'll see. But hey, Susan Horgal, how are you doing? Hey, Matt. You all packed a lot of inspiration in the 30 minutes. Nicely done, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe Cool. I appreciate that. Hey, Jamie. So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed part one of the Bloodstream with Miguel A. Nunez Jr. I've got a bunch of content coming out in the near future. Just shot a really cool new Jeremy Time video today that I think you all are going to really, really enjoy. I shot an unboxing of some very interesting horror character garden gnomes. That'll be out in the very near future. Got some new reviews and stuff coming out as well. Just got this in the mail today. The new 4K Dead and Buried and the new 101 Films Hell Nights limited edition. So got those coming out in the near future as well. So hey, Mike, still celebrating your 40th birthday. Very cool. The chat is full of love tonight. I know. That's great. That's what I like to see. I like to see the love. I apologize that tonight wasn't quite as long as it could have been, but Miguel's a busy man. And like he said, he'll get in touch with me and we will continue our conversation where we left off, hopefully sometime in the very near future. So take a shot to start the weekend, Piz. Why not? Why not? We got some Dr. McGillicuddy's root beer here. I believe Dave's in the chat. Pretty sure I saw Dave earlier in the chat. So here we go. A cheers to all of you. A cheers to Miguel. Ooh, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. Don't see. Oh, I put the Michael Myers statue down here. It's in a safer place now. But yeah. Ooh, that Dr. McGillicuddy. It kind of hits you, and then it just sort of spreads out like a wildfire, just warming you up. Piz, can I have a small shot for my birthday? Why not? You know what? We've got multiple birthdays here tonight. So, Mike, this one is for you, my friend. Happy birthday. Just what the doctor ordered. Steak sauce. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Oh, goodness. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. I'll probably crack open this bad boy during a future stream. The menthol. I will be doing some more streams from different corners of the man cave. Also, I hopefully won't have any of the technical issues that we had last time toward the end of that stream where the microphone was kind of crackling and stuff. Hopefully I've taken care of that in my old laptop. Yeah, so Piz time is all gravy, brother. Never apologize. My favorite spot on YouTube, like hanging with friends. Oh, thank you, Nico. That's very kind of you. The menthol is good for Christmas time. I think it's good for just about any time, but Christmas time in particular. Yeah. So. Oh, thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Friday 5 is a good movie to watch in October. I agree. I think it's a good movie to watch anytime. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and call it night there, and everybody tell them it's your birthday. Yeah, I think I probably need to go ahead and call it. There's going to be a lot of birthday shot requests here coming pretty soon. I have a feeling. So, I feel like it was a monumental moment to have Demon on your channel, Piz. Be proud. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, and you know, it's only the first of it's only the first. So we will we'll hopefully see Miguel again here in the near future. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sean Sr. All right, I'm gonna call it a night there. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Nico and Jilly, for the super chats. I appreciate those as well. We'll see you all again in the very near future. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, peace.